Fall is here and so is Colorgram's new Fruity Glass Tints. Hello stranger! This is the first time I'm featuring Colorgram in my channel, so I'm pretty excited to get to know the brand, especially their famous Fruity Glass Tints. Now, I don't have their OG shades, but I do have their new fall line, and just like how we usually do here, we'll cover the packaging, formulation, application experience, swatches, and wear test. Excited? Let's start! Now these colorgrams are just the cutest. I love how tiny and handy these are. I love the shape, the dips on these caps is so pretty. Now for the fall line, the body looks very plain, unlike the usual which had a lot of more cutesy patterns. These are made of plastic with Colorgram embossed. It doesn't feel cheap or look cheap. I think Colorgram is aiming more for a cutesy type of branding than sleek. Packaging wise, it's 3 stars for me. I took some points off because I know Colorgram can give us patterns which they didn't for this one. Give this a twist and you see a thin teardrop Doefoot applicator. Very bendy but I think works well with their formulation. One swipe of this and you see the formula doesn't break, you get an even block of color. They have a thicker consistency than Rom&nd's Juicy Lasting Tint. The texture is closer to Amuse's Gel Fit Tint. Here's a comparison of Colorgram's Fruity Glass Tints with some other well-known Korean lip tints. In terms of opaqueness, the Fruity Glass Tint is comparable to Amuse Gel Fit Tints, unlike the Rom&nd tint and Peripera's Bare Wire Tint, which are more transparent. Gloss-wise, I think the Gel Fit tints have more gloss, but I think the Colorgram one is lighter on the lips. In terms of staining, Rom&nd's Dewyful Lasting Tint and the Amuse and Colorgram ones definitely stain the best. This is very even on the lips, has a good gloss, but it doesn't feel heavy or sticky. At first swipe, this has a semi-transparent finish and later settles down with a more vibrant, opaque color. After settling, it doesn't really change shade over time, which I like, so color integrity is there. This has a fruity scent but I don't find it that strong, and initially it does taste kinda soapy, and because of that, I deducted some points. Formula-wise, it's a 3.7 for me. Now, here is my favorite part. Let's move on to the swatches. Number 13 in Shy Pear is a peachy brown pink. It's more on the nude-ish side, and once you apply it, it mixes with your own lip color and looks more of a glaze rather than a very opaque color. Under strong light, you'll see more of the peachiness, but under normal dim lighting, you see more brownish pink. In person, the shade looks far from the promotional photos personally. Number 14 in Sulky Lychee, this is a slightly warm to neutral pink, close to the promotional photos. After settling, it slightly becomes brighter but muted pink. This is a candidate for the bunny tongue shade, very lovely, I think would suit a lot of skin tones. This is actually my favorite on the line. If you want something for the fresh, clean baby girl vibe, this is your bet. Number 15 in Salted Fig is a saturated mauvish red color. Unlike the promotional photos, this has more red in it, kind of cherry-like. It's the darkest shade in the line, very fall vibe I'd say. Though it's not my favorite shade, if you're going for a more deep wine color, this is a good bet for you. And that is it for their fall line. Very limited shade range, and I think they weren't that close with some of the promotional photos, unfortunately. I give the shades overall a 2.5. In terms of being transfer proof, as you can see after it settles, which takes just a couple of seconds, there is no pigment that transfers, so that's a good sign for me. Hello stranger, welcome to the wear test. So I have on right now Satisfied Fig, and what I noticed upon application, after a few minutes, the color starts to darken a little bit. So it's still the same shade but in a more saturated version. I just wanted to say that before I continue with the actual wear test. I don't know, it's just an observation. So the activity for tonight is I'll be making Cajun shrimp for me and my dad's dinner. So come with me for a little bit and let's see how this fares out throughout a few hours. So the garlic's starting to brown already, and I actually don't have the complete ingredients to make Cajun shrimp. So I'm just making this with whatever we have right now. But I don't know if you can still call that Cajun shrimp. But I've done this before with the limited ingredients I have, and it turned out pretty tasty. And that's why my dad requested this again for tonight. So I added the shrimp already. I'm just gonna let this cook through. I put some of the sauce on the side. I'm gonna put it back here once this is done cooking. So this is done and I'm gonna add the sauce. And here is the final product. Okay, my dad and I are starving, so we're gonna go eat. See you guys in a bit. So I'm done making Cajun shrimp. I was actually sweating a little bit out there. I'm about to eat now, but I want to do a quick lip check before, you know, this gets erased. Probably. I don't know. We'll see. So far, everything's good. No fading. The color is still pretty much the same from before. So let's see what changes would happen after I eat. I'm starving, so I'm gonna go ahead now. So I'm done having my dinner and this is what's left on my lips. What do you guys think? A lot of it definitely faded and kind of left some darker areas at the edge of my lips. I think it faded out pretty nicely, not patchy, and I don't think my lips feel super dry after the tint has faded. Actually, I don't feel that my lips are dry right now. I think it's a good sign. It means Colorgram's lip tint doesn't dry out the lips. I'm gonna do a reapplication once and let's see how it would fare out without me doing much. Here it is up close. So far, I haven't experienced any yogurt effect where there would be like some whitish stuff. This lip tint doesn't highlight the cracks, but I'm gonna let this sit on for like a few more hours and I'll get back to you guys. So that's all of my hojicha latte gone, and this is what my lips look like after a few hours. There is minimal fading in terms of the pigmentation. Gloss wise, it's not as glossy anymore, but I think that's normal. You know, after a while, you do something, you smack your lips together, you talk, the glossiness just fades. And I think that's pretty normal. But looking at how this held out throughout the day, I'm pretty happy. I really am. Wear test wise, I actually love how it performed. After eating something really saucy, there was still a little stain left and the fading was pretty. The formulation never got patchy or drying even after reapplication. Overall, the wear test is a 4.5 for me. Really great experience. If we look at our stars overall, it's... Do you think I rated this right? Let me know on the comment section below. I definitely check more of these fruity glass tints because the formulation is wonderful. I guess that's it for now. Until next time, goodbye stranger.
Great. Just repeat the words I'm about to say, alright? Moon, prism, power, makeup. Right! Moon, prism!